What'd you think? See anything interesting?
Welcome to another episode of Fishing Southern Maryland. And welcome to another episode of Fishing Southern Maryland.
Alright everyone, so it's me again, David, with another episode of Fishing Southern Maryland. I'm hoping you've been enjoying what's been happening on the channel and everything, trying to keep you up to date with what's happening in my fishing adventures. If you are, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. This morning, it is about 5 minutes to 8 on July 16th. Living here in Maryland, the state of Maryland has closed the striped bass fishery for the next 2 weeks until the end of July. So to prevent me from doing so, I'm going freshwater for the next 2 weeks. I'm just going to have a good time. Hopefully you'll enjoy it too. Let's get on the water. If you've been following the channel recently, you know that when I'm on freshwater, I like to use the panfish magnets. They've been working really well. Today, decided to leave those in the car. Didn't bring any panfish magnets with me. I brought Mousetails by PowerBait. Good old Berkley PowerBait Mousetails. I've got it right now on a size 8 hook with a piece of tin split shot on it because I've said it before, lead is dead. And we're cast out along the edges. See if we get a few panfish. Oh, get out of that tree. Good job. Had to be careful there. There's a bite. There's a bite. Now my mousetail might be a little long and they might just be getting the tip of it in their mouth. But they'll take it eventually. There we go. Little modification and we've got our first bluegill of the day. A little small bluegill, right in the bottom of the lip. Fish number 2 is a nice red ear. Yeah, I took that red ball off the top of it, threaded it on like it's a sock, like you would any other worm. Now the fish can get it in their mouth a little easier. It's up near the dock right here. Another nicer size bluegill. I think that's a very small, well, no, it's a bluegill. Number 4 of those. I think bass this size are always funny. Little monster. And my bait floats, so it fell off, so I can put it right back on. That's number 9 of those little guys. It's the most basic form of fishing. You got a rod, a reel, line, a float, small hook, small piece of split shot, and a worm. Could have used real worms, but why do that when I've got these from a trip when I went up to Pennsylvania? Now we're going to switch it up because I had a couple of fish kind of hit the float when it hit the water. So now I've got a crick hopper on this rod, made by Rebel. It's a little floating bait, and I'm going to see if I can catch something on that. Right at the tip of my rod, that looks like a little grasshopper. couple tugs here and there. And then it dives down to about 12, maybe 16 inches. Okay, what have we got now? Oh, we've got a nicer one on the crick hopper. We got a nice gill here. Yeah, nice gill. We'll take a picture of him too. Get that out of your mouth. That's number 13 of those. So it's about 10 o'clock right now, well, actually 10 after 10, and I've caught about 20 fish. Most of them, of course, have been bluegill, pretty small. I'm pretty much going to fish my way back to the actual launch, but I think I'm going to start closing this one down. Again, most basic form of fishing is a pole, a line, a hook, and a piece of bait. Fixed line, in other words. Decided not to do fixed line today, but I decided to just go with the little rubber worm and see how I could do. And again, I came out looking for panfish. I was pretty successful in doing that. I'm not going to show you all 20 because, quite honestly, I think I'm going to keep this video to about 7 or 8 minutes. I've had fun. The sun's starting to get pretty high in the sky, which is starting to cause the shady areas to get a little smaller. And that's where I was catching most of my fish. Here in the morning, again, warmer part of July, fish are going to seek cooler water. In the morning, they'll go up towards the banks. They'll swim around looking for bait up there. Once the sun gets higher in the sky, they're going to start moving off the banks to get to cooler water. This evening, they might come back up. But quite honestly, I think I'm almost done for the day. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Until next time, tight lines.